Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast that takes you on a journey through the wonders of the natural world. I'm your host, David, and I'm delighted to have you join me today as we explore some of the most fascinating stories from the world of wildlife and conservation. As we begin our walk today, let's travel to the enchanting Galapagos Islands, a place of breathtaking beauty and unique biodiversity. This archipelago, located off the coast of Ecuador, is home to an incredible array of endemic species that can be found nowhere else on Earth. However, the delicate balance of this ecosystem is facing a significant threat from an unexpected invader, the humble frog. Yes, you heard that right, frogs. These tiny amphibians have been thriving in the Galapagos for almost 30 years, and their population has grown to alarming levels. Scientists estimate that there may be as many as 6,000 frogs in a single pond, and their nightly mating calls are so loud that they're keeping local farmers awake at night, but the noise is just the tip of the iceberg. The real concern is the impact these invasive frogs are having on the native ecosystem. As voracious insect eaters, they may be disproportionately consuming rare insects found only on the archipelago, or depleting the food sources of the island's rare birds, disrupting the food chain. And with their unusual ability to live in brackish water and variable metamorphosis process, scientists are worried that they could be affecting the island's freshwater resources, which are already scarce. The Galapagos Islands are no strangers to invasive species. There are over 1,625 documented cases of non-native species disrupting the balance of this fragile ecosystem. From avian vampire flies bleeding, rare bird hatchlings, dry to hardy blackberry plants encroaching on the Scalesia forests, the list goes on. And now, these frogs have added another layer of complexity to the conservation efforts in the Galapagos. As we delve deeper into this story, we'll explore the challenges faced by scientists and conservationists as they try to understand the biology and impact of these invasive frogs. We'll hear from ecologists like Maria del Mar Moreta Urdiales, who are working tirelessly to unravel the mysteries of these tiny invaders. And we'll examine the potential solutions to control their population, from using environmental DNA techniques to genetic analysis. But for now, let's take a moment to appreciate the intricate web of life that exists in this unique ecosystem. The Galapagos Islands are a reminder of the awe-inspiring beauty and complexity of the natural world, and the importance of preserving it for future generations. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. Today we're exploring the intersection of human development and environmental conservation. In our previous segment, we discussed the impact of climate change on global ecosystems. Now, let's dive into a story that highlights the delicate balance between progress and preservation. In the southeastern region of Malawi, there's a mountain range known as the Island in the Sky, Mount Mulanje. This majestic landscape is home to over 70 endemic species and provides surrounding communities with freshwater, natural forest products, and essential protection from storms. However, a proposed bauxite mine threatens to disrupt this fragile ecosystem and the lives of those who depend on it. Local stakeholders, including community leaders and conservationists, are voicing their concerns about the potential destruction of their cultural heritage and the environment. They argue that the mine would not only harm the unique biodiversity of the area, but also jeopardize the livelihoods of people who rely on tourism and sustainable forest management. One such stakeholder is traditional authority Chikumbu, who emphasizes the importance of preserving the natural beauty of Mount Mulanje for future generations. She believes that development should focus on eco-friendly initiatives, such as community-led conservation and responsible tourism, rather than destructive mining practices. As we consider the fate of Mount Mulanje, it's essential to recognize the value of preserving our planet's precious ecosystems. The proposed mine would require significant amounts of electricity, which Malawi currently lacks, and would likely result in devastating environmental consequences. Conservation efforts, on the other hand, have shown promising results in the region. Organizations like We Forest and the Mulanje Mountain Conservation Trust have been working tirelessly to restore biodiversity, promote sustainable land use, and support local communities. As we weigh the pros and cons of development versus conservation, it's crucial to listen to the voices of those who call Mount Mulanje home. Their stories, traditions, and connection to the land are an integral part of the solution. The struggle to protect Mount Mulanje serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of responsible decision-making and the need for a more sustainable approach to development. As we move forward, it's essential to prioritize the well-being of both people and the planet. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David. As we conclude our journey through the natural world today, we're going to explore a fascinating tale that will make you rethink the boundaries between music, technology, and the humble mushroom. You might have heard of mushrooms being used in various dishes or even as a potential source of medicine, but have you ever imagined them creating music? Well, a project called Bionic and the Wires has made this a reality by developing bionic arms that enable mushrooms to create music using their own energy. This innovative project translates the bioelectrical signals from the mushrooms into movements of the bionic arms, which then play keyboards and drum machines. The result is an enchanting soundscape of electronica music that's unlike anything you've heard before. The band behind this project, comprising Andy Kidd on synth and John Ross working with plants, has been experimenting with the electrical signals from non-human life forms to create unique expressions of art. What's even more astonishing is that these experiments have expanded beyond music. The mushrooms are now giving spoken word performances by coding each individual electrical signal into a different word spoken through a speech app. They're also using paintbrushes attached to the bionic arms to create paintings, showcasing their hidden intelligence and creativity. As we delve into this unusual world where technology meets nature, we're reminded of the incredible potential that lies at the intersection of art and science. The story of Bionic and the Wires not only entertains, but also prompts us to reconsider our relationship with the natural world and the creatures that inhabit it. In another related story, researchers have been studying the invasive spread of golden oyster mushrooms across the eastern United States. These aggressively invasive mushrooms are capable of spreading their spores under the radar, displacing local species and highlighting a serious research gap in monitoring tiny invasive organisms. This quiet invasion serves as a reminder of the importance of paying attention to even the smallest changes in our ecosystems. As we wrap up today's Nature Walk, we're left with a blend of wonder and caution. The potential for creativity and innovation that exists within the natural world is vast, but so too are the challenges we face in preserving its balance. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.